building your own PC can be a rewarding experience. Here's a beginner's guide to help you through the process. First, gather your components. You will need a central processing unit, CPU, which is the brain of your PC, a motherboard, the main circuit board that holds the CPU, RAM, and other components, random access memory, RAM, which is temporary memory for running programs, storage, such as SSDs for speed or HDDs for larger capacity, a graphics card, GPU, essential for gaming or graphic-intensive tasks, a power supply unit, PSU, which converts electrical power for your components, a case, the enclosure that houses all your components, a cooling system, which can be air coolers or liquid coolers for the CPU, along with case fans, and an operating system, OS, like Windows or Linux to run your applications. Next, gather your tools. You will need a Phillips screwdriver for screws, an anti-static wrist strap to prevent electrostatic discharge damage to components, zip ties for cable management, and thermal paste if your CPU cooler doesn't come with it pre-applied. Prepare your workspace by finding a clean, flat surface with enough space for your components and ensuring good lighting to see connections and small parts clearly. Now, let's install the CPU. Open the CPU socket on the motherboard, align the CPU with the socket by looking for the notches, place it gently, and lock the socket. Next, install the RAM. Locate the RAM slots on the motherboard, open the retaining clips, align the RAM stick, and push down until it clicks into place. Now, install the motherboard. Place the I/O shield that comes with the motherboard into the back of the case, align the motherboard with the standoffs in the case, and secure it with screws. For storage drives, attach SSDs to the designated slots, either M.2 or SATA, and for HDDs, insert them into drive bays and secure with screws. Next, install the graphics card. Locate the PCIe slot on the motherboard, remove the corresponding expansion slot cover on the case, insert the GPU into the PCIe slot, and secure it with screws. Now, install the power supply. Place the PSU into its slot in the case, secure it with screws, and ensure the fan is in the right orientation, usually facing outward. Connect everything by connecting power cables from the PSU to the motherboard, CPU, and GPU. Connect SATA cables from the drives to the motherboard, and connect case fans and front panel connectors like the power button and USB ports. Ensure proper cooling by making sure your cooling solution is appropriately mounted and connected. For cable management, use zip ties to neatly bundle cables together and improve airflow in the case. Finalize and boot up by double-checking all connections, closing the case, connecting peripherals like the monitor, keyboard, and mouse, and powering it on. If successful, go to BIOS settings and install the OS. To install the operating system, use a USB flash drive with your chosen OS to install it on your SSD or HDD. After the OS installation, install necessary drivers for components like the GPU and motherboard, and perform system updates. If the PC doesn't boot, check connections, reseat components, and ensure all power cables are securely connected. Consult manuals for the motherboard and other components for specific instructions. Congratulations! You've built your own PC. Enjoy customizing and using it for your needs. Be sure to keep yourself informed about hardware upgrades and maintenance. Connect the power supply to the motherboard and other components, ensuring all cables are snug. Finally, install your graphics card if you have one, and close up the case. Power it on, and if everything goes well, you'll be greeted by the BIOS screen. Congratulations, you've built your own PC.